Before we begin, a quick tone note for Buzz and Tea. This is written with care, respect, and restraint. It avoids speculation and centers on impact, memory, and the questions a community asks when a bright light goes out too soon. There are moments when the internet, usually loud and restless, falls into a stunned silence. Then the silence breaks, not with noise, but with grief. That was the feeling that swept through timelines, comment sections, group chats, and late night scrolls when news spread that beauty influencer Daddoa was gone. One minute, her face still lived on people's For You pages, smiling, glowing, teaching, teasing, inspiring. The next minute, the same feeds were filled with disbelief. Is this real? Please tell me it's not true. I just watched her video yesterday. That's how sudden loss feels in the digital age. There is no gentle buildup, no slow goodbye. One refresh of a screen and someone who felt close. Someone whose voice you recognized, whose routines you followed, whose laughter you knew, has vanished. Daddoa wasn't just another beauty influencer passing through the algorithm. She was presence. She was warmth. She was one of those creators who made people feel seen, even through a phone screen. Her content wasn't only about makeup, skincare, or beauty trends. It was about confidence, about showing up as yourself, about finding joy in small rituals, applying lip gloss before heading out, fixing your brows before a tough day, smiling even when life felt heavy. For many of her followers, Daddoa's videos were part of daily routine. Morning scrolls before work, late night wind downs, quick breaks between responsibilities. She was there, casually, consistently, like a friend you didn't have to schedule time with. That's why the shock hit so hard. When someone like that disappears, it doesn't feel distant, it feels personal. As news of her death spread, the internet reacted in waves. First came disbelief, then denial, then the slow, aching realization that this wasn't a rumor to be corrected or a prank to be exposed. This was real. Screens filled with candle emojis, broken heart icons, prayer hands, and simple sentences that carried so much weight. Rest in peace. Gone too soon. This hurts. People shared clips of her old videos, laughing moments, candid advice, unfiltered smiles. Others wrote long captions about how she helped them feel beautiful during hard seasons of their lives. Some admitted they had never commented on her posts before, but now felt an urgent need to say thank you. Others apologized, as if she could read it somewhere, for taking her presence for granted. What makes deaths like Daddoa's especially painful is the suddenness. There was no farewell post, no taking a break announcement, no chance for fans to emotionally prepare. One day she was here, planning content, living life, dreaming dreams. The next day she became a memory. And with sudden loss comes questions. Humans are wired to ask why. When someone young, vibrant, and seemingly full of life passes away, the mind looks for explanations, for reasons that might make the pain logical. But not all questions have answers, at least not answers the public is entitled to. In moments like this, speculation spreads fast, and it can be cruel. That's why it matters to slow down, to remember that behind the influencer was a real person with family, friends, and a private life that deserves dignity. What we can talk about without crossing lines is the impact she had while she was here. Daddoa represented a kind of beauty influence that felt honest. She wasn't perfect in a manufactured way. She was relatable. She laughed at herself. She showed learning curves. She talked to her audience, not at them. That authenticity is why people trusted her. In a world saturated with filters and perfection, she felt human. Many young women saw themselves in her. Some learned makeup for the first time through her tutorials. Some learned confidence, how to step out boldly, how to experiment, how to express identity through beauty. Others simply found comfort in her presence. There's something powerful about seeing someone who looks like you, speaks like you, navigates life like you, succeeding and shining unapologetically. Her death has forced many to confront an uncomfortable truth about online relationships. We feel close to creators, but we rarely know the full weight they carry. We see smiles, finished looks, polished videos. We don't always see exhaustion, pressure, personal struggles, or quiet battles. That realization has led many fans to reflect not only on Daddoa's life, but on how they engage with content creators in general. In the days following the news, conversations shifted. People began checking in on their favorite influencers more. Others spoke openly about mental health, burnout, and the invisible toll of constantly being on. Daddoa's passing, though tragic, has become a reminder that behind every screen is a human being, not a character designed for endless consumption. For her family and close friends, the pain is beyond anything words can hold. While the internet mourns collectively, they grieve privately, navigating a loss that no amount of public love can fully ease. It's important to remember that our tributes, comments, and posts exist alongside real world heartbreak. Respect matters. Compassion matters. To you watching this on Buzz and Tea, take a moment to reflect. When was the last time you told someone, online or offline, that their presence mattered? When was the last time you paused to appreciate the people who quietly brighten your days? Loss has a way of sharpening gratitude, but it doesn't have to wait until tragedy. If Daddoa's content ever made you smile, feel confident, or feel less alone, that impact doesn't disappear with her physical absence. It lives on in the people she touched, in the skills she taught, in the confidence she helped build, in the memories saved in drafts, screenshots, and hearts. Maybe today, after watching this, you'll go back and rewatch one of her videos. Maybe you'll leave a kind comment on another creator's post. Maybe you'll check on a friend who's been quiet lately. Small acts, but meaningful ones. The internet moves fast. Trends change, feeds refresh, but some names linger longer than others. Daddoa's will be one of them, not just because of how she died, but because of how she lived, how she showed up, and how deeply she connected with people she may never have met in person. As we close this story, I want to hear from you. How did you first discover Daddoa? What was your favorite thing about her content? Did she inspire you to try something new, feel more confident, or see beauty differently? Share your thoughts in the comments. Let this space become a place of remembrance, not rumor, of gratitude, not speculation. Rest in peace, Daddoa. You were more than an influencer. You were a light. And lights, even when they go out, leave warmth behind.